Hi, what an honor to introduce you to my friend Ben Robertson. Ben is the founder, co-founder, and overseeing the Blackwood Arts. And it's kind of very hard, I think, to describe this amazing place, but we're going to do our best to bring it to life today. So, Ben, thank you for coming.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
All right, so what is Blackwood Arts?
Blackwood Arts is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to promote the performing and visual arts. And we use an unusual instrument to promote the performing arts and raise money for the performing arts.
What is this unusual instrument that you're talking about?
It is, most people under the age of 50 may not know what this is, but it's a theater pipe organ.
Okay.
The most famous one is in Radio City Music Hall.
All right.
And most of the theaters back in the 20s and 30s had theater pipe organs because they were the sound effects and the background music for silent films.
For silent films.
And even Pittsburgh had several of them, and those were destroyed in the flood of 1936.
Wow. And I was able to see this organ, your organ, which is just absolutely beautiful. And I also got to hear the music, which was incredible.
It is.
And in meeting and learning more about you and your story, you actually were a part of restoring that, right?
Yes. It took us 5 years to restore the organ and build the music room. So most of the projects on the property are 5-year projects.
Yes, you don't like to pick something small, do you?
No. And it's best you don't know what you're getting into when you start it. Otherwise,
you might not take it on,
You wouldn't
right?
take it on. You wouldn't take it on.
And so Blackwood Arts is over 30 acres of property up in Butler County, northern Butler County. And on the property, there are many different facilities that guests that come to your events can enjoy.
Sure.
Could you tell us a little bit about the different facilities on the property?
Okay. Well, probably the one that is most visible is the 70-foot clock tower. It's 4 stories plus an observation deck, and it actually is a rented unit.
Yes.
So it's fully furnished, and it has not only a 1907 Seth Thomas Tower clock that came from a university in Pennsylvania when they tore down Alumni Hall.
Okay.
They got rid of the theater or
the clock.
The clock, and then also we have the carillon from Slippery Rock University.
Okay.
Which plays the chimes on the hour.
Right.
And it also plays music whenever you wanted to play music.
Sure.
So we converted all of the rolls that we got from Slippery Rock University. We converted them we put all that information into a computer.
Okay.
So now we don't have to use the rolls. We just tell the computer, play this song at a certain time.
Right.
And it makes life so much easier.
Right. So on the property, there's a spring house, there's the clock tower, there's the main house and the music room, and many other things.
Yes.
Right? That guests definitely want to come and see. And you do all of this to support the arts through events.
Right.
And you already had one event at the beginning of June.
We did. June, we were raising money for Slippery Rock University Jazz Band for some scholarships.
Okay.
And so they brought over 9 really talented young musicians and performed music by Duke Ellington and Billy Strayhorn. And they had a vocalist, and it was a wonderful event.
Right. So I know you have a strong and long history of donating to many different music programs for students in the area. You have a special event coming up in July, on July 10th, and that's the Make-A-Wish concert. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. That was the event. That's the organization that started us raising funds. Back in 1991, after we finished building the music room, it took us 5 years to build the music room, we decided that we were not going to have events just for personal aggrandizement.
Yeah. Right.
So we said we wanted to find a nonprofit organization that people would really relate to.
Support, sure.
And it just turned out that one of the customers of ours at the gallery had a daughter who was a Make-A-Wish recipient. And we thought, wow, this would be a perfect one. So we started back in 1991 raising funds for Make-A-Wish, and this will be our 32nd year raising funds, and it's over $500,000.
Wow.
And that's granting the wishes of over 100 children with life-threatening illnesses. And so that's really a very special event for us.
Sure.
And it's all using the theater pipe organ.
Right.
So,
Well, you can learn more about all of the wonderful events that happen over the summer up through October by visiting your website. You can also sign up for the newsletter so that you can learn about specific details, because I know you're going to be showing some silent films.
oh, wonderful, yeah.
And they're looking for people to come to the events and volunteer, because this takes a lot of people to do this.
It does, yeah, a lot of volunteers.
So thank you, Ben, for being with us on the Butler Buzz. We so appreciate what you and Dawn have done, and all of your generosity. You are a joy.
Well, thank you. My pleasure.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Butler Buzz. If you want to see more, just click on the playlist button up here. To keep up to date with all of Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, click on the subscribe button down here. Hey, I suggest you do both. See you next time.